this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling, at your service. It is my pleasure to be here with you today. I hope you're doing great. Good to see you guys on this video. I wanted to talk about the Raw Vegan Success Path. This is the core curriculum that I teach, how I educate people and help people to go from a guilty non-vegan to a raw vegan hero, to become the hero of their own story. This is really the hero's journey of our own lives. And this is what I teach. Now, what is a raw vegan hero? Where is this journey taking us? I teach that a raw vegan hero is 80% or more living foods. If we want to eat more than 80% or more raw vegan foods, that's a personal choice for spiritual and emotional benefits. And I highly recommend it. It's what I do myself, and it's the best choice. But for health reasons, 80% or more living foods should be the goal. So I teach people in my success path how to go from a guilty non-vegan who feels the call but is reluctant all the way to the raw vegan hero, someone who has stepped in to the highest version of their own self and own healing. I'm going to talk about what the raw vegan success path is and exactly what the steps are so that it can help you understand how you can become the hero of your own life. Now, if you know you want to be raw vegan and you're interested in a raw vegan path for your life, I highly recommend you sign up for my free video course. The link is in the description below. It's called How to Go Raw Vegan Start Here Guide. It's absolutely free to sign up. You put in your name and email. I will not spam you. You can unsubscribe at any time because this is literally my service to you. Everything I know about how to go raw vegan, I've put into this video course. Now, this is kind of the physical aspects. My free video course is kind of what we deal with physically. I talk about getting protein, cravings, digestion, losing weight, okay? But the raw vegan success path that I teach, that's my core curriculum, that's more of the emotional, mental, and spiritual journey that we go on when we are called to go raw vegan. And I will tell you, that's the most important part. I would say it's 80% of the entire journey is the emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects of how we become a raw vegan. That's why it truly is our own personal hero's journey. Now, let me tell you the steps that we go through to become a raw vegan. First is the guilty non-vegan. The guilty non-vegan is the reluctant hero. Every hero is flawed. Every hero is reluctant, says, oh, not me. I'm not qualified. I'm not ready. I don't have what it takes. Maybe someday in the future. Oh, I'm not sure about that. That feels inconvenient. I don't think that could be me. But if you have the calling, there's really no way out of it. You've got to listen to the calling, and I highly recommend you just step onto the path that is calling you. If you don't step onto the path, it becomes more painful and more difficult in your life. So it's actually less difficult to say yes to the hero's calling of your own life. If you are a guilty non-vegan, you've got to step onto the path of 80% or more living foods in your life. That leads me to step number 2, which is the newbie vegan. The newbie vegan has said yes to the call, but doesn't know how to do it. This is where we need to seek mentorship. Oftentimes at this stage, we will have some sort of a mentor appear because when the student is ready, the master presents themselves. That means we need a mentor to usher us across the thresholds of resistance and fear. And this is normal in the hero's journey, for us to say yes to the calling, not know what's going on, and need the guidance of a mentor to help us through some of the personal resistance hurdles. Now, on our hero's journey, we will come up against great adversaries. We will come up against great fear and darkness and despair. This is part of the hero's journey. And this leads me to number 3, which is the doubting vegan. The doubting vegan is on the journey and up against massive challenges, both inside, internally, and outside, externally. This could be the biggest challenge of your entire life. And I'll tell you, most people never make it past this step. This is the death of the self. On the hero's journey, we go through a death and a rebirth of ourself, and this is where it happens. I teach it as the doubting vegan. We become doubtful of our path. We become doubtful of our calling. We become doubtful of who we are becoming in the vision of the best version of ourselves. How many people have stepped into the greatest version of themselves in this lifetime? Not many. That's because when we come up against the challenges of this step of our hero's journey, we give up, we go back, we get scared, and we fail. And we never look back, and we don't ever want to consider our hero's journey again. Well, if we are of the elite type that says yes to our calling and makes it through the doubting vegan step, we make it to step number 4, which is the committed vegan. This is where we let go of that old identity and we feel the rootedness in the new identity. We're actually rooted in a vision now bigger than ourselves. We're committed to working towards something that's bigger than ourselves, and that is the revelation. Having something bigger than ourselves. How many people have that? I teach this as the committed vegan step. This is a rebirth of the self, and it's extremely motivating and inspirational to find ourselves at this step. Now, the next step is step number 5, which is the influential vegan. The influential vegan is now receiving the spiritual gifts that we have to give back to others. They become influential because now their cup is filled. They have more to give. When we receive our spiritual gifts, we obviously can bestow that upon others. We become naturally influential. Others naturally look to us now for our leadership, for our insights, for our wisdom, for our knowledge. This is not learned wisdom and knowledge. This is influential wisdom and knowledge that naturally comes from within us because we are at this step of our own hero's journey, becoming the best version of ourselves and becoming the hero of our own story. This leads me to number 6, the raw vegan hero. This is returning back to the self, finding a new normal for the self and bringing our true gifts to the world. And the greatest part about being the raw vegan hero is that we know what we do is enough. How many people in the world feel up against insurmountable odds and that they could never do enough, and therefore they resign and they give up on life? This is where disease really takes hold in our life. This is why people have catastrophic disease, because they have given up, they feel helpless, and they don't feel like what they can do is enough. When we reach the step of raw vegan hero and we eat 80% or more living foods, we are supported by knowing we are doing enough. We feel it physically in our body. We know we are supporting a win-win situation, helping all life thrive, environmental, our communities, spiritual, physical. And we know it's enough. And it's the greatest feeling to feel like you are the hero of your own story. Becoming the best version of yourself is a journey that we should all say yes to. Now, I created this core teaching and this core curriculum because this is my mission. This is my vision to help people thrive, to help people find the path to their own greatness, to help alleviate the suffering, to help people realize we can make a difference. We are enough. And it's actually more about removing the blocks to finding who we truly are. Also, this is how I bring my gifts to the world. I teach my Raw Vegan Heroes Success Path. I've turned this into a 37-part video course that is inside of the Raw Vegan Heroes membership. When you join the Raw Vegan Heroes membership, you get instant access to the Raw Vegan Heroes Success Path video course. It took me almost 2 years to create this video course. It's many hours of video, and it's really an overview, a blueprint, an outline of how we become the best version of ourselves, stepping into our leadership, alleviating our own suffering, stepping into celebration, bestowing our gifts to the world, and ultimately knowing that that's enough, feeling fulfillment, feeling true happiness. This is about helping people feel happy, truly finding happiness. Also, when you join Raw Vegan Heroes, you get a weekly Q&A with me. I am there to be your mentor, to guide you through the steps that you may find yourself on in doubt and in fear and in the thresholds of resistance within yourself. I will be there for you as your mentor. You're not on this journey alone. In fact, we have 1,200 members in the Raw Vegan Heroes community right now. It's an absolutely phenomenal membership. I am in complete awe that I get to be the servant of the members of our community. We also have a monthly Zoom meeting, so all the members can come together and we can look at each other and talk amongst ourselves and really feel like a community. It's very powerful. Also included in the Raw Vegan Heroes membership is my 14-day meal plan. Cooked vegan recipes through high raw, through fully raw, transitional recipes to help educate you on how to make raw vegan meals. There's over 60 recipes. I collaborated with a very talented chef to create this document. It's more like a workbook. It's 74 pages. There's meal planning, there's pantry guides, there's shopping list recommendations, there's printouts that you can fill in. Highly educational and highly supportive. It's worth the price of Raw Vegan Heroes just for the meal plan, let alone the Raw Vegan Heroes Success Path video course, which is going to transform your understanding of how to be the hero in your own life. And last but not least, you get my bowel detoxification guide, which is the physical support of how to go raw vegan. How to do a juice fast and why you need to do one is part 1. And part 2 is how to break the fast and rebuild your gut microbiome to thrive on raw foods. My bowel detoxification guide takes the arc of an entire year's journey in and of itself. It's a highly educational guide and will lead you down the exact path to transition your physical gut microbiome. That's why Raw Vegan Heroes is discounted 75% off if you join the yearly membership, because I'm committed to helping people transform over the course of a year. So I incentivize that year. And if you go into the description box below, you will find the link to the Raw Vegan Heroes membership with a 75% discount for you watching this video for a limited time. For a limited time, you will get 75% off to have a year's access to the Raw Vegan Heroes Success Path video course, my 14-day meal plan, the bowel detoxification guide, a membership of 1,200 people just like you who've said yes to the calling. Very few people are at the step of being the hero of their own life. It's not about perfection. I outline the blueprint of the journey of becoming, how we can say yes to the calling and step into the unknown and find the great gifts along the way. That's what it's about. So I say, if you find yourself someone who is called but reluctant and wants to be raw but doesn't know how and has no idea, like if you could even achieve it, I recommend you come into the membership and observe. Just watch what people are doing for a couple months. Don't make any choices. Don't get into action. Just watch what others are doing and let the inspiration naturally guide you. I'm there on our weekly Q&As as your mentor. You've got nothing to lose, only to gain. It's my service, my mission, and my vision to you and all of humanity. This is my life's work. So I hope that this video is helpful, and I really hope that it has provided some inspiration to that it's possible to do a step-by-step on your own hero's journey to become the best version of yourself. You don't need to know where to start. You can just say yes. And there's so much support and celebration along the way. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to say goodbye for now, sending you much love from over here in Austin, Texas. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something.